stick your booties out if you want, if you need them. So it'll seem not too bad. Now, up here there's a pair of potholes in the pathway. You want to pass through the middle of those. Once you have passed beyond the potholes, you'll come around this bend and you'll see the street ahead of us, but there's a bump in our pathway, kind of dramatic on the right side, so bend your knees as you go over it. If you want to avoid the bump, you can sort of scoot to the left, but you'll still need to bend your knees a little bit. And we're going to pull into the bike lane here on the street.
Do we have count?
We got them all. At least we have the same number that I left with. And really, that's all I care about. Who's under the helmets, whatever. It's fine.
So we're going to continue down the street until we come to the stop sign just around the corner.
10 miles per hour.
Pretty fast, yeah, you're going about 10.
About 11 now. Because we maxed out and you're going in front of us.
It's 10. Alright, I can move that.
Alright, we're going to go up onto the curb cut over here, so follow me and bend your knees as you go up the curb cut. Now we find ourselves approaching this highway up ahead. This is Highway 1, also known as the Pacific Coast Highway, or the PCH. It is very well known as going down the west coast of the United States and spending much of that time skirting along the Pacific Ocean. As such, it is supposedly one of the most beautiful and scenic drives you can take. As we pull up alongside it here, you'll see that this is not one of the most scenic sections. Sorry. If you were to continue sort of ahead and off to the left of those traffic, you would eventually see signs taking you to the Golden Gate Bridge. And that informs me of my duty as your tour guide to mention the Golden Gate Bridge. So hooray, we did it.
Oh, the Golden Gate Bridge!
Some people get a little confused. They think that the Golden Gate Bridge is in Golden Gate Park because the names are similar, but it's actually, let's see, about 3.5 miles north of us here, so it's a little confusing with the naming, but now you know. We're going to come to a stop down here, and you'll be able to see the Rose Garden. So the Rose Garden is full of roses, but roses are sort of an exception to the rule that everything that grows in San Francisco grows well. And this is because all of the roses need it to be a little bit warmer than it. What am I doing? A little bit warmer than it is usually in our climate. There you go, he gets there. So we've done what we can to help them out. These roses are planted in individual beds that go east to west with a little curve to them. That way they get as much sunlight as possible while the sun is tracking across the sky. At the same time, the trees and bushes around the rose garden protect the roses from the cold winds that come in off the ocean. So these two factors, protecting them from the cold and providing them with sort of bonus sunlight, if you will, that helps them to grow big and strong, even though our climate doesn't really facilitate that. So earlier we took advice from Beyonce, now it's coming from Stephen Sondheim, and we're heading into the woods. Follow me. Your body weight back at your heels, bend your knees. You want to come sort of to the left of this dirty mound here and keep a healthy bend in the knees as you go through there very slowly. Once you're beyond that mound, you want to sort of scoot over to the right. Stay to the right side of the path as you go down this hill, and keep your knees bent because we are off-roading, of course, so you want to bend your knees because the ground is bumpy. But also, as we go through here, it's going to get pretty dark because we're in the woods. So you want to keep a healthy bend in the knees because that way if you roll over any potholes or tree limbs or tree roots or whatever, any road obstacles, with a bend in your knees, you'll be able to maintain your balance with no problem. see these big trees up all around us. These are redwoods. Now, these are not the really massive redwoods that you might associate with the name redwood. It's because these guys are babies. They're only like 70 or 80 years old, so they got a ways to go before they reach that truly massive stature. These guys were planted here by the Gold Star Mothers of America. The Gold Star Mothers of America is an organization that came to be because of something the U.S. military does. Basically, if you have a family member serving in the military, you get a flag with a blue star. If that family member is unfortunately killed, you get a flag with a gold star. So the Gold Star Mothers planted this, they came to be because of that practice. They planted this redwood grove here as a memorial to people who died during World War I. There is another memorial up ahead. We'll see it through the trees in just a minute on our right. You do want to stick to it right here and give this guy enough space because we've got a couple of dogs running around with him. And then just up here on your right through the trees you'll see a triangular white stone. It's a little hard to see at this time of day, but there it is in the little clearing there. So, that stone is another commemoration of World War I, also put here by the Gold Star Mothers of America. It is more specific to San Francisco because there are words written there. Those are actually the names of all the San Francisco citizens who were killed during World War I, written on the stone. Oh dear. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna get wet by the sprinkler.
You okay?
Uh,
You okay?
Yeah, I landed on my right
Hit your
side.
hip.
Oh.